I want Start and Select to go under the screen like I've done in my last couple builds. So I need a bridge of material underneath for the buttons to rest on. For the material, I'm gonna go with this. This is an old, broken, incredibly cheap eBay buy I've got years ago. The electronics always give out on these, but the plastic material is actually pretty strong. It's thin and strong. There's a cool thing about working on transparent cases. I can see down inside what's going on. So the black plastic of the bridge needs to be shortened over here. There's a little piece of plastic hitting right here. That's looking pretty good. I like the rounded edges, the matte coloring, 2 millimeters thick, and it's a strong 2 millimeters, so even this thin area here, it feels sturdy. The battery, it has a rounded edge on this side, so I filed off this area at like a 45-degree angle to save some space, and it really makes a big difference. Everything's so close that even doing this is helpful. I had an idea to take this screw post, and it had a squared raised edge all around it. So I filed that down, rounding it off so the contact between here and the bridge is a lot smaller. While at the same time I tried to do it in a way that didn't damage like the strength of the screw. So I think that's fine. I think whenever the screw's tightened down there, it's not gonna crack the plastic. And I have a hazard in my area here, and it's good music. So I don't know what song came on, I don't remember, but it must have been good because I wasn't paying attention, and I drilled out, or I milled out this area around the post on the wrong side. It's supposed to be on the bottom. So I just had to consider this is like a practice piece now. And I did it again. This time I made sure to listen to bad music, and it worked out pretty well. Kind of like this one better, actually. It sits nice and flat. And this thin piece that's left over the screw hole here is like, I don't know, 0.5 millimeters, something like that. I need to remove that much material from the threaded post here. It's gonna sit on top of it. And if I do that, this case should close completely and look nice. I wanna widen these holes up to like 4 millimeters. I'm gonna use a step bit, but I'm kind of scared to overshoot it, so I'm just gonna do it by hand. So wiring these up should be pretty easy. I already have Start and Select wires connected, and those are connected to the bottom pads. The center pads are the common ground that run through this area. So I'm gonna scratch off the coating here, and I'll run the Select wire from here on over to this pin. And I just thought about something. These pins that are across from each other, they're always connected to each other, right? So this pin's always connected to this one. So I guess I can just grab the ground from there and go to this one, right? I mean, if that's true, I should have been doing that for a long time because I could save a lot of like time and could make it look nicer. So the ground will go from here to this pin and then from here to this pin. Then each switch will just get one wire. So Select will come on over and then connect it to here. And Start will come down and be connected to here. I think that's it. You know what I realized? On the back side, I might do something with this space here and the speaker. So to be safe for later, I'm gonna just use the little corner down here for the ground. So I'm starting to feel a little more optimistic about this now. Lately I've been looking at the case and I've been not happy with it. It doesn't look as cool as I thought it was going to, with all these defects everywhere and just the so rough. But now that I have the black buttons and trim and stuff in there, I can kind of see like, okay, it can come together. Especially if towards the end, like I'm planning, I can try to figure out some way to fix things up a bit. So fingers crossed on that still. And I'm feeling happier, so that's nice. Starting selector in there. There's a lot of stuff in there now that's held down just very temporarily with hot glue. So in a bit, I'm gonna just off camera, I'll go ahead and just use epoxy to put those things down much better. And Start and Select, they're in here, but I see some dimpling on the bottom of the screen, and that's some pressure from the battery. So whenever I do the epoxy run here in a minute, I'm going to try to find out where that's coming from. It's just going to be like probably some filing on the back of the bridge or something like that. So nothing too crazy. But Start and Select are working. And yeah, I'm definitely starting to feel a little bit better. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to possibly clean it up yet. But there's got to be a way. I mean, it's not brain surgery, right?